I'm good. I'm staying safe in Singapore. How are you? Bold, colorful, and experimental. Christian Dior's Dior Rich patchwork boots that I actually hunted down. They were sold out everywhere. These are so special. I mean, that's why like when I saw them, I had to kind of like make sure I can get my hands on them. For this particular collection, I think it was in 2018. I think it was either the summer or the fall winter collection. But Maria Grazia Chui, the designer, she was on a quest to rejuvenate the brand then. And I think, you know, she really integrated her whole personal life into it. I mean, because she's Southern Italian, and she said that her grandmother actually loves making patchwork. So she kind of brought that into the collection. So because they were sold out everywhere in my size, I actually found it on Vestiaire. They don't just have second-hand items. Sometimes you really chance upon like brand new items, and this pair of boots was actually brand new. So I got it from someone all the way in Italy, so I was so happy. I do actually invest a lot in Dior pieces that have stood the test of time. And when Dior brought back that logo, the oblique print, I actually found this, and this was actually a vintage piece, like very reminiscent of, you know, like Carrie Bradshaw, Sex in the City, kind of like saddlebag. My Dior tote bag. Got my name embroidered on it, and you know, I didn't get the iconic oblique print. I actually got this in the, they call this the Joie de Trois print. So you can really see the like animals on it, and I feel it's a collector's item. You know Dorotema? This pair of like great boots, leather boots, and I love that they have like, you see like an elephant on it. So I mean, special pieces like that, I really fall in love with. I'm quite a purist in terms of like buying from the brand, like original brand stores itself, because I think the shopping experience that you get from the original brands is unparalleled. I would say be very specific about what you want, and be very kind of like clear about the style that you like. So for example, for vintage items, I would either go for either iconic pieces, statement pieces, or classic pieces that can really stand the test of time. And I think whenever I shop, I already have in mind like what I want. So I'm just really hunting down that particular like item. Yes, it is my Balenciaga city bag in like this bright neon yellow. I bought it with my first paycheck. And I think back then, Balenciaga city bags were the rage. Everyone had them, and I was like, I need to have one. I think you really need to know what's your style. You know, if you're into classics, don't just blindly follow trends that every brand is pushing out. Be very sure that, you know, there's always kind of like a value to whatever you're buying. I think for me, before I actually think about investing in a piece, I actually sit on it for a week before actually making like the purchase. I mean, that's kind of like to prevent yourself from making impulse buys. I mean, because I've done it so many times in the past, and then I've always ended up being very upset with myself. So I've given myself like a 1 week buffer to really think about it if I really want it. And then I'm like, okay, you know, I've thought about it for long enough, I'm gonna buy it. I would say it would be my Hermes her bag. I don't have it here with me now. You know, it's Hermes. Yes, unfortunately, it is my very first Balenciaga city bag purchase. I think because I bought the wrong color. See, so I think, you know, even though yes, I'm very bold, but with such a bright color, it's like neon yellow. Like it was very hard to match it with a lot of stuff that I was carrying. I don't believe in keeping everything in dust bags. Or even glass cases. I have my bag wardrobe just kind of like out in the open, but I do have humidifiers in the room, so that kind of like maintains the integrity of the bag, and also to kind of like ensure that the leather doesn't crack. I just stuff all my bags with stuffing and their own dust bags. You know, I just want to see my babies as they are As for my shoes, I think likewise, I also just stuff them to make sure they don't lose their shape. And you know, they're just all on display. I feel like if you store shoes in like a very confined space, they start to smell. So I rather just kind of like air them out, and then, you know, just like a light dusting like once a month or something. The Dior Bobby bag, I feel like that's gonna be a classic. It feels more like a saddle compared to the Dior saddle, and I feel like that's actually a lot more wearable because of the size and the shape. And yeah, and I'm really dying to get one in the oblique print, the classic oblique.